NBA Straya, how are you going? How you going? You're right, you should be. Why is that, Jim? Well, it's Tuesday, May 27, and we finally got a good Western Conference Finals game. Unfortunately, it means the team that won it's up 3-1. Anyway, I'm your host, James Clements. This is Larry Armour Studios. It's NBA Australia for today. We're going to wrap up Western Conference Finals Game 4. Minnesota cooked that. Just saying, we got that in the NBA Australia game wraps. We've also got some other news. We've got that Sunday night. 4 mate, no mate, Spud of the night. Better than Lonzo ball. Got some the unpopular opinion of the day. An Outback Takehouse where we're serving up a fine grilled take. There is a very quick Andrew Goes Grey Mamba Award, a Australian Player Watch, and then a pick and preview for tomorrow's big, pivotal Game 4 of Indy Knickerbockers. That's going to be awesome. So without further ado, let's get into it. Episode 1276 of NBA Australia. Let's go!
This is Josh Giddey.
G'day, this is Andrew Gaze.
This is Jack White.
This is Joe Ingles.
This is Dyson Daniels.
This is Chris Anstey.
This is Matthew Delvedova.
This is Shane Hill.
Hi, this is Ryan Brockoff.
This is Mitch Creek.
This is Nick Kay.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening and watching NBA Australia.
This is NBA Australia. Let's do it.
Watch out for the shark attack.
You better. Well, you better watch out for the no-show attack, I guess, if you're Ant-Man, Julius Randle. Jeez. You better watch out for Chuck Barkley if you're those NYC street meets, as I mentioned yesterday. That's exciting. Hey, let's start today's show. The way we start just about every show, I believe, it's with some sort of thing called a... What is it, Jim? Oh, is it a daily sort of whip around? Yeah, there you go. Hey, there's actually a little bit of news popping off. Aaron Nesmith is a game time decision for tomorrow, so he's officially, I believe, questionable with that ankle injury that he copped in Game 3. Now, this colours a lot of what I think about the Pacers. I've talked about this time and time again, and we'll get to the preview at the end of this show for tomorrow's game. But remember, my biggest thing for Indy all season has been when they're fully healthy, they're almost unbeatable. The numbers back it up. If they're missing quite literally one person, it can even be a bench player. It all just goes a bit wobbly. So I'm just saying, keep an eye out for that one. Anyway, other news. Another big in, though, for the Pacers is that old man Halliburton fighting John Halliburton. He's out there talking shit to Giannis, gets booted. And it turns out free John Halliburton has actually worked because he's allowed to attend the home games in a suite. We have to separate you from the normals, John, which I love. So for Game 4, he'll be in a suite, but he will be in attendance, which is pretty great. I also love that I think Shams tweeted this out, and it's like, Pops freed. And it's like, Shams, you definitely look like a bloke who calls your father, your dad, just like either daddy or father, right? Like there's no in between with Shams. I reckon not even on the down low. I think Shams is just a really weird unit. You know what I'm saying? Like anyone who's that obsessed with like being the news breakery guy and like all that insane bullshit, like there's just a little bit something going on there with him, I reckon. Anyway, it's kind of nice that John Halliburton's back. It also, unfortunately, means we don't get the awesome videos of him, like, leading fuck NY chants in, like, bars and stuff. But anyway. Other news, Chris Paul. There's sort of just little bits of free agency news trickling out here and there. Chris Paul's not expected to be back with the Spurs. Not a giant surprise, considering that the Spurs are picking number 2 in the draft, and the two dudes after Cooper Flag are guards. Gets very, 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 very guard heavy all of a sudden there in San Antonio. If Chris Paul's still there with Stephon Castle, De'Aaron Fox, perhaps Bryce Harper. I don't know. I'd kind of just keep him there as a bench coach. But at the same time, if I'm Orlando, I'm just fucking throwing everything at him now to go and mentor Anthony Black. So there you go. And the other little bit is Giannis. You keep hearing these little tidbits about Giannis. Apparently Milwaukee's like, nah, man, just stay. It'll be awesome. You love Doc. Doc loves you. Just hang out, man. It's getting like weird. That's what I'll say. It's getting weird. And Milwaukee should be throwing the fucking kitchen sink at keeping Giannis. Because, like, at some point, what do you stand for as a franchise? Oh, but think about all the things we could get. It's like, cool. Are they going to mean as much to you as Giannis means to your team? If not, then fuck it. Keep him. Anyway, let's wrap up a pretty crazy Western Conference Finals Game 4 in the Game Wraps. Well, that certainly was a game, wasn't it? 128, the Oklahoma City defeat the Minnesota Timberwolves, 126. Now, the thing you might notice straight away is that this one was close. Woo! It's about bloody time. I said that in this morning's video, right? I'm hoping that you're watching the Playoffs in a Minute videos. They go up across all the socials every morning. It's while, before I take the squids to school. And basically I spend 15 minutes completely flat out ignoring two small children to put up a video. So I really do hope you watch it. And my entire point was, I think, look, we deserve a close one. I think Minnesota will cover, but I would not be surprised if OKC still won. And that's exactly what happened. So call me Nostradamus over here because nailed it. But also, I kind of am I'm just like my parents at this point. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed in the Wolves, right? Right? So that's what Mum says to me all the time. Yeah, it's fine. Sports journalism, yeah. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed. But anyway, what a absolute no-show from fucking Ant-Man and Julius Randle to put their teammates in a 3-1 hole. Their teammates all rocked up. Like, literally everybody else in Minnesota was good. And they, the two stars of this team, were literally fucking shithouse. And I understand the thing is, so much of OKC's defense is completely slanted to making Ant-Man's life fucking hell. And then their second plan is when Julius Randle has the ball, fuck him up. Just fuck him up. Just fuck his shit up. Just fuck my shit up, fam. That's what they're basically like at Julius Randle. And it really fucking worked in Game 4. The thing is, Minnesota still nearly won because their role players were fucking amazing. Jaden McDefense was incredible, but still, the signs were there early on, right? Like, Ant-Man took 0 shots in the first 7 minutes. He had, 2 shots at the half? And you're like, what the fuck is going on? But at the start, it was J-Dub versus Jay McDaniels, which was pretty fun. They both had 10 points very early on. Ant-Man took 0 shots. But at the same time, it was the turnovers that were killing Minnesota right from the get-go. Like, right out of the gun, they're just like, here, you take the ball. And OKC's like, fucking sick. All right. Again, they had just a ridiculous 14 steals, the Thunder. 14! It was an incredible turnover battle. And because of that, as the game wore on, you're like, hang on a second. Between that, the turnovers for Minnesota and the offensive rebounds that OKC were snagging, at one point, they'd taken almost 20 more shots than the fucking Wolves. And you're like, that's how you lead a playoff game despite the Wolves shooting like 65% from the floor for most of the game. So, the turnovers were the biggest problem. They were shooting the piss out of it and they were still down 9, even in the second quarter. They were down like 37-30 going into the second quarter. Ant-Man had 1 shot in 13 minutes at this point, and everything just looked like a fucking grind for the Wolves because of that. And they're sort of forcing the ball out of his hand. And this sort of means that you force the ball out of like the superstar's hand. You're like, all right, cool. Dante DiVincenzo, Naz Reid, Dante, just do some cool shit. Nick Alexander-Walker, he's like, fucking, I'll do some rad shit. Check this out. Terrence Shannon Jr., save us again. And he's like, I'll try. Rudy Gobert, weirdly solid. Mike Conley hit a couple of shots. Jaden McDefense, awesome. But the problem is when you're letting the role players beat you, if anybody on your team loses fucking focus for a split second, OKC is like a pack of fucking velociraptors. They'll just fuck your shit up. They'll take the ball, they'll go at the other end of the score. And it happens so quickly, you barely have time to go, fuck, they've already scored. Ant-Man had 4 points on 1 of 2 shooting. 2 shots and a half. 2 shots. Oh, but Jim, he probably went into Kobe facilitate. Nope, he had 2 assists. It was brutal. They had 13 turnovers at the half, the Wolves. The bench had 30 points. Everybody had hit a 3. They were looking awesome. But Randle and Ant-Man had done sweet fuck all. And still OKC only led by 8 at the half. It could have been a blowout. But Minnesota was shooting the piss out of it. And then at the start of the third, Caruso hits a 3. And you're like, here we go. It's an 11-point lead. And the Wolves answered. They had a 7-0 run. And off they go. The thing is, the offensive rebounding still fucked them up. You just sort of turn around. They get it back to like a 4-point game. The Wolves force a turnover. But then an offensive rebound leads to a 3 for SGA. And you're like, just one of those sorts of games. Then there's a moment in the middle of the third quarter. Nicky Alexander-Walker is just hitting fucking everything. He's gone completely El Fuego. Shooting flames out his ass. He hits a 3 to go up, 77-71, they're down. Rudy gets a layup. It's a 4-point game. It's a 1-point game. Don DiVincenzo hits a 3. It's 77-76. SGA hits a shot. We get tied at 79 after Dante responds with back-to-back. It's a corner 3 again for him. And then just OKC, they never fucking panic. It's the craziest thing about them. Chet was playing his ass off. OKC just rip off this 7-0 run just to sort of give themselves a nice little breather. And at this point, 19 turnovers for the Wolves. It was fucking brutal. Naz Reid gets put on his ass by Chet, and we leave the third quarter with the Thunder up 5 after SGA hits this beautiful little runner off the glass to finish the quarter after Julius Randle just hoiks up another fucking brick and plays 0 defense back the other way, looking like an idiot. Just absolutely hanging his fucking teammates out to dry. And that's probably the thing that shits me the most with the Julius Randle experience. It's like, dude, there are other guys here. Like, when you half-ass it, you fuck them up too. Anyway, we go into the fourth quarter, and it's just like offensive boards just keep ruining all the good shit that Minnesota do on defense. And it's sort of the thing that just like you keep bashing yourself over the head with a fucking 4x2 of this. Of like, if you take away some of those O-boards, you're actually getting stops. That's why rebounding is really fucking important, right? It's the end of a possession for the opposition team if you get the rebound. And everything was still so hard for Minnesota on offense, but then they sort of just get back into the game, get that dirt off your shoulder. You get like Chet hitting a 3 to respond to a Terrence Shannon Jr. couple of free throws. Nick Alexander-Walker hits like a 5 straight point little run. J-Dub answers, though, it's 99-94. Chet scores is 101-96. OKC goes super small for like this tiny, tiny little fucking moment. Naz Reid goaltends a Caruso layup that didn't look like it was going to go in. Ant-Man finally gets going. It's 100-103. SGA just answers. And this is the thing down the stretch. When OKC had built up this sort of backlog of offensive rebounds and turnovers, then when it comes fucking going punch for punch, they're just like, dude, we're fresh. We're feeling pretty good. Everything you throw at us, we can respond in kind. We're just not going to do dumb shit. And then every so often, they'd throw in a weird little turnover or just a bit of a shit shot here and there. But Minnesota were then kind of like, oh, how do we actually take advantage of this? And every fucking time it felt like they'd then have a dumb turnover. They'd commit a dumb foul. Like there's a moment, Ant-Man hits a 3, it's 109-103. And you get this Dante DiVincenzo 3, 109-106. OKC have a moving screen turnover, and you're like, what the fuck? Ant misses a huge 3. It's like 5.5 minutes to go. You've got to make them pay for turnovers, and Minnesota just did not. SGA goes up the other end, hits an insane jumper. They're back up 5. McDaniels hits a 3, though. It's a 2-point game. And then a couple of other big empty trips for Minnesota. OKC hits a huge 3 after SGA. And this is like probably the biggest moment in the game. Apart from maybe the Chet block, but we'll get to that in a second. OKC hit this huge 3 after SGA falls over, passes through the legs of one of the Wolves. It was either McDaniels or Ant. And J-Dub hits a 3. They go back up 7. And you're like, oh, that's such a kick in the dick with like 3 and a bit minutes to go because Ant-Man has a turnover going the other way. Minnesota then get the ball back. McDaniel scores. It's a 5-point game. They need a stop. Hey, did you know that Nick Alexander-Walker and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander are fucking cousins? Oh my God, they don't mention it every fucking 20 seconds. Nick Alexander-Walker fouls his cousin. Dante hits a 3. It's a 4-point game still. Great find from Ant-Man. They're cutting off all of his shit. He can't get anywhere near the fucking rim. He finds Dante. J-Dub, though, just answers so fucking easily. 6-point game. Nick Alexander-Walker hits another shot, though. J-Dub 3. It's just, boom. It's a 5-point game, 1:10 left. OKC have an empty trip, and this is it. You're right there. McDaniel's layup. Chet goes whack, bang. And then they get the turnover. Minnesota somehow force a fucking steal. Ant-Man misses a 3. They get the tip out. McDaniels hits a 3. It's a 2-point game with 22 seconds left. They have to play the foul game, and fucking hell, there goes the next half hour of your life as they play the final 20 seconds of an NBA playoff game. Great job, everybody. Basketball is great fun. How fun is it watching people fuck around, intentionally foul each other, and then shoot free throws? I don't know. Pretty fucking great if you ask me. Anyway, Dante, look, he has a miss. Rudy Gobert gets it in. SGA gives him a sniff because he misses one of his 2 free throws. It's 126, 123, 8.5 seconds left. We keep just fouling. Then we get to the point where there's no timeouts left. SGA gets the line again. It's another 3-point lead. It's 128, 125. OKC's up 3. They foul straight away. 3.5 seconds left. He hits the first, intentionally misses the second. It sort of bounces out, and there's a minute there where you're like, oh, fuck, Minnesota might get the... Oh, no, they've got it. And then Minnesota don't get a chance to foul. OKC hoik the ball, and a fan catches it before it lands out of bounds and therefore stops the clock. There's 0.1 of a second. And then the refs, who have spent fucking the last 1.5 hours reviewing everything, checking, looking at a tally, being happy to call fouls, just go, oh yeah, it's probably, 0.1 seconds. And then somebody fucking finally goes, wait a minute, we should probably check how much time there's left. They nearly inbound the ball before they do that. It's fucking crazy. 0.3 seconds, and it ends up being nothing, right? They throw towards the basket. It's just a scrum. It gets tipped away. OKC win. But what a missed opportunity for the Minnesota Timberwolves this game was. Absolute shit show. The turnovers, the offensive rebounding killed them. Even though Minnesota had a fuck ton of offensive rebounds themselves, 19 offensive rebounds versus 22 defensive rebounds from Minnesota. You should have dominated that. It ends up being 84 field goal attempts from Minnesota versus 95 for OKC, which is pretty big. But really, it's the 21 turnovers. And we talk about this all the time. I mentioned this even before the series, right? Ant-Man needs to have games where he has fewer turnovers than he's had kids in the last 2 years. That's the Ant-Man line of demarcation. And once he goes past that line, just like his kids, you're all shit out of luck. It's fucked. And Minnesota fucking cooked it. But Randle and Ant-Man no showing a crucial game 4 at home for me is the thing that sticks in my craw the most. They wasted a huge Nicky Alexander-Walker, Dante DiVincenzo, Naz Reid game, even a really good Rudy Gobert game, a Jaden McDaniels awesome game. All they needed to do was literally anything. And they fucked it. Look, Ant-Man, the defense is selling out to get him off the ball, to make his life fucking hard and just basically get him to give the ball up. And they just sort of like rotating Dort, Caruso, Wallace, J-Dub. Like you've also got Chet and SGA sort of helping off him. And like they're playing up on him, they're biting him, they're picking him up super fucking early and like handing him off to like another fucking terrifying Velociraptor. And the dude is just like a combination of just ruined, exhausted, frustrated, and just like, fuck me, really? It sucks. And like, this is why OKC is such a unique proposition. Like, how many teams have got like one Dort, let alone a Dort, a Caruso, a J-Dub, a Wallace? You know, it's brutal for Ant-Man. But seriously, 2 shots in a fucking playoff half is just inexcusable. Well, Randle, look, the same sort of thing happens to him. As I said at the start, right? Like, their second plan is, hey, just fuck Randle's shit up because he'll turn the ball over. And that's exactly what he did, right? anytime he's on the perimeter, all they do is just throw bodies at him. Dort, J-Dub, just even if it's someone smaller, they don't care. They body him up because he can't fucking dribble properly and he'll turn the ball over. Like, if he's close to the basket, if he's at the nail, if he's at the fucking elbow, whatever, somewhere in the post, if he's creating out of the post, laughing. If he's on the perimeter, he'll just fucking go, here's the ball, fuckheads. And that's how it goes. So Minnesota lose. They shoot 18 of 41 from downtown and 51% from the floor. They were shooting, like as I said, 67% for a big chunk of this game, but 21 turnovers really fucked them. The rebounding battle, of course, as I mentioned, 19 offensive rebounds for OKC. Minnesota also had a shit ton of like the offensive rebounds, but in terms of like the second chance points, and like especially the points off turnovers, OKC fucking killed them, right? That's it. You have 21 turnovers. They scored, what was it? It was 25 points off their turnovers. Fucking hell. That's not great. Not great, bro. Not great. And yeah, the offensive rebounds were even, but Jesus, OKC just having that many more shots was absolutely brutal. Ant-Man, 16, 6 and 4 with 5 turnovers. Yeesh. 5 of 13, 1 of 7 from downtown, just not good enough. Randle, 5 points, 5 turnovers, 1 made shot. Yuck. It's horrible. There's no other way to put it. I'll tell you that much. Jesus.
This is horrible. There's no other way to put it.
Rudy Gobert, Estavo had 13, 9 and 3. He had a great game. He was really good. McDaniels had 22, 4 and 2 with 4 steals. He was great. He was initiating with the offense. He was driving. He looked unreal. He went 3-6 from deep. Conley hit a couple of threes. Nick Alexander-Walker and the rest of the bench were fantastic as well. Alexander-Walker goes 23 points, 6 assists, 2 steals, 5 of 8 from downtown. Dante also goes 5 of 8 from 3. He has 21 points and 5 assists. Naz Reid goes 11, 6 and 2, hits a couple of threes as well. And you're feeling pretty good about it. The big problem was your fucking stars just completely no-showed. Went completely MIA. Naz Reid went 1 of 2 from downtown. But 3 of 4 from the floor, 4 of 4 at the line. Very, very solid. Good to see him back. Terrence Shannon Jr., though, also popped up and had another 9.2 rebound game in 8 minutes. Not bloody bad. OKC go 50.5% from the floor. Only 14 turnovers for them. And also shot 16 and 37 from downtown. That's a lot of threes for OKC, especially in this series. And to basically shoot the same percentage as the opposition, that's huge. SGA, 40. Yeah, he was pretty bloody good, Jim. Yeah, he was. It was ridiculous how good SGA was. And it's like, yeah, this motherfucker deserves MVP because he's that good at basketball. Those jumpers down the stretch in the fourth quarter, that's just MVP shit. That's what you do when you're one of the best fucking players we've seen. That's awesome. You're an MVP for a reason. 10 assists, 9 rebounds, 5 turnovers, crushed it. J-Dub, 34 points on the road. Remember, he was shit last game, so we should have seen this coming. 5 assists, 3 steals, 6 of 9. Nice. From 3. 13 and 24 from the floor. Awesome game from him. The defense, but that massive clutch 3 that SGA passes through the legs of the Wolves. Amazing shit. Dagger. Chet. What a great game he played. He had 21.7 rebounds and 3 blocks, 2 of 4 from deep, 9 of 14 overall. Just had some really tough buckets, some really good putbacks, was really engaged. And it feels like they completely bodied him up last game, and he just got off the fucking hook this time. Dort hit a 3. Hartenstein had 2 points and 6 rebounds. Caruso, 2 of 5 from deep for 10 points. Cason Wallace was really, really, really good, 7 points. He's such a luxury, Cason Wallace. The dude is good. When my beloved Seattle Supersonics, I'm wearing the hat if you're watching the YouTube, like I would happily fucking steal Cason Wallace away from the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yeah, just saying. Him and fucking a bunch of their dudes. Isaiah Joe, 5 points. Kenrick Williams, 5 points. Awesome, awesome series from the OKC role players. As I sort of keep saying, right, they just spin the fucking wheel of fortune of death. And then 2 of their dudes come out with chainsaws ready to fuck your shit up. This one, it was Caruso, it was Cason Wallace. And then Kenrick Williams for a little bit. And a little bit of Isaiah Joe with his 5 points, but still. Awesome game for them. OKC, 3-1 up in the series. And look fucking unreal. It's ridiculous. Like, what a far cry from game 3, right? It was always going to be, but at least we got a close game. 3-1, Western Conference Finals. Let's do an NBA Straya Proof Performance of the Night.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Well, it certainly wasn't fucking Ant-Man or Randle, was it, Jim? No. SGA, your MVP. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 40 points, 10 assists, 9 rebounds, 1 steal. He only shot 13 of 30 from the floor, 2 of 7 from downtown, 12 of 14 at the free throw line. But wow, some of those shots that he hit late were just absolute fucking balls of steel. And definitely just like, yeah, I'm the fucking MVP. Check out this shot. And he makes it look so easy. It's so infuriating. And this is while he's getting booed, getting called a free throw merchant. He's asked about it afterwards. He's like, yeah, whatever. And then he just goes more foul hunting. It's very good. Honorable mention is going to go to that Minnesota fan who caught the ball very smartly as well. Like the person next to him, the bloke next to him was just like, oh no, the ball. And this dude's like, fucking give me that. Just goes up there, Kazali. Takes a fucking specky and saved 0.2 of a second. I still reckon it was a little bit more, but the refs half-assed it. Great job, everybody there. Honorable mention to him, though. But SGA, fucking hell, 40, 10, and 9 in a pivotal Game 4. Spud of the night. Spud. Yeah, it was Randle and Ant-Man. Like, I don't even have to play the song. What a fucking horror show that was. Seriously, 10 turnovers between them. Julius Randle, 5 turnovers, 1 basket. That's just fucking shocking. 1 of 7 from the floor, 0 of 3 from downtown. Julius, wherefore art thou? Julius. And Ant-Man, 5 turnovers, 5 made shots today. It's Game 4 of the Western Conference Finals, and you're at home. I'm just flabbergasted and angry. Like, I expected so much more, and if they gave them fucking anything, Minnesota win this game. You can't waste a role-player game like that. They're your Spuds of the night. Who's old mate, no mates?
Old mate, no mates.
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 Who's got no mates today? Obviously, again, SGA getting fucking booed is amazing. Also, the free throw merchant chance. But what the fuck is Doris doing? So Doris Burke on the call is like, yeah, and this is why he's called the free throw merchant. It's like, Doris, mate, he's called that in a derogatory sense. Like, it's not a fucking happy-go-lucky nickname. Jesus. She's literally on the call. Yeah, and this is why they call him the free throw merchant. Yeah, this fucking guy. Jesus, Doris. Lay off him. And also, how was Doris fucking trying to start shit between France and Germany again? That was weird. Bonjour, Mr. Hartenstein. France and Germany, there's no love lost there. Like, okay. Fuck, yeah. You're not wrong. Anyway, the honourable mention is also going to go to Paul George. Because if you're wondering, yes, Philly fans fucking hate Paul George. He was told at the Eagles parade, Philly fan came up to him, yo, we could have kept Tobias Harris if we were going to do this shit. Oh! As I've said before, Paul George is the Michael Jordan of Tobias Harris's. Nice. All right, pantsing of the night. Yeah, 2 amazing pantsings in the, well, 3, I guess, with the nutmeg at the end, the pass through the legs. It's not really a nutmeg, but it's just a pretty fucking funny one. We're out here playing tunnel ball. Rudy jackhammered one on Hartenstein early at the start of the third quarter. Fucking Jesus. It's like, cool. It was brutal. And Naz Reid got absolutely fucking bodied by Chet with a spin move where he just put him back in his grave. It was crazy. And then obviously, yeah, J-Dub hitting the 3 after SJ passes, like keeps his foot planted so it's not a travel, which was just fucking remarkable. Passes through the Wolves player leg, J-Dub 3, bang, dagger. All right, and finally, better than Bronny James.
Lonzo was the best player in high school. He was the best player in college. You think he'll get to the pros and be like, I made it to the pros, now I can be average. We're coming for everybody.
Coming for everybody. Nicky Alexander-Walker, 17th pick in the 2019 draft, I want to say. Let's check that. What an awesome game. 29 minutes, 9 of 15 shooting. Absolutely fucking killed him. 23 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals, only 1 turnover, 5 of 8 from deep. Bloody hell. Yeah, 2019 draft, pick 17. Obviously just fucking spends years in the wilderness with the Pelicans and the Yaz. Yeah, and then the Wolves. And he's been really fucking good. So, great job by him. Easily better than Bronny James, Lonzo Ball, and Ben Simmons today. All right, let's have a quick break. Come back with some yeah-dahs right after this.
This is Cam Glidden.
This is Anthony Drimmick.
This is Mitch McCarron.
This is Jason Kadee.
This is Darryl McDonald.
Hey guys, this is Hugh Greenwood.
Yo, what's going on? This is Illy.
This is Mark Worthington, or commonly known as Wortho, and you're listening to NBA Australia.
You listen to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
NBA Australia.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
And you're listening to NBA Australia.
You're listening to NBA Australia.
All right, let's do it. Let's do some yeah-nahs brought to you by you. That's right. You can, of course, support the show. You can shout me a beer, shout us a coffee. Just the link is in our bio. Help support the show. It'd be much appreciated. And also, keep sending through your yeah-nahs. Just fanging through the DMs. Let us know. You know, day after day, we're only talking about one game. I want to dig into some other fun stuff, so send them through. Tim May, the other spin twin. Love Timmy M. He actually came up with an incredible zag. And here it is. Matching the crowd t-shirts with the away team colours is actually genius, Jim. Put yourself on the court and in the players' shoes. White jerseys in front of white shirts makes it a lot harder to see your teammates, especially with how close courtside seats are in the NBA. Yeah, nah. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, he's right. I do love this. Because I'll pay it. Yeah, hang on a second. If it just fucks up their vision like once or twice a game, it's completely worth it. At the same time, my entire thing is not being a player on the court. That's entirely what this podcast is about, I'm pretty sure. It's always about, just I hate just traditional media. Like, it's just so boring and so shitty. And just like so many fucking pencil neck dipshits thinking that they're better than you. And here in NBA Australia, it's just me thinking that I'm very not better than anybody. Thanks to the folks. So after I say, was it Luca yesterday? About Luca being skinny and me go, as a fat fuck myself. People go, oh, Jim, you're not that fat. It's like, well, thanks. Fucking needed that little leg up. That was very nice. Anyway, Tim May pointing out on the court, yeah, that actually is probably pretty smart because if you have your team in the blues and everybody behind them in the blue, suddenly it gets a little bit jankier. At the same time, my entire thing is I'm not at the game. I'm not playing the game. I'm watching it. And it fucks my brain up every time I'm watching it going, Minnesota wearing blue. Where are they playing? Minnesota. What's the crowd wearing? It's white. It's like, fucking Jesus. Does my head in. Anyway. Dan D. Good one today from Danny D. So the Western Conference Finals have actually started, Jim, with a road team winning. Yeah, nah. Wolves are stuffed, though. Hitting that many threes and not winning hurts and will lead to a gentleman's sweep. Yeah, nah. Ugh. It really easily could be yeah. I mean, we'll talk about this on tomorrow's show when I pick Game 5. Because 3-1, we really do get caught up in the, oh, God, they're fucked, it's all over kind of thing. And if you just cast your mind back in history, like so many times, like other teams will force a game, basically game 6, maybe a game 7. It happens time and time and time again. We do get caught up in the middle of the minute, right? And the problem is OKC just look so fucking good. And this was minute, and like as Dan's pointed out, right, hitting that many threes and not winning, it's just such a kick in the dick. And it's all because OKC's defense was completely predicated on going, that's cool. You can hit some threes. We're still going to cover you. We're still really good. As long as we shut down Ant-Man and Randle, we're going to win. And that's exactly what fucking happened. So, yeah. Minnesota completely cooked a awesome bench is great at home game. And that's the entirety of what playing games at home should be about, right? And to not take advantage of your bench and your role players being fucking awesome at home, it's really, really hard to imagine them being just as good in Game 5 when they go on the road again back to OKC. So, yeah. I do love that, though. The Western Conference Finals have finally started. because a road team has won. A home team lost. And the playoffs the actual series doesn't start till the home team loses. So yes, it has now started. And suddenly, somehow, OKC's up 3-1, despite it only just starting. But that's a good one, Dan. That you can't waste an opportunity like that if you're Minnesota, right? OKC are too good. You can't fuck around. And that's what happened. Tony L sent in a great one. He sent in a TikTok of Lou Will being out there and talking about, I don't know, he's chatting with some other fucking, I don't know, just the world's most boring fucking people about partying in Vegas with Dyson Daniels. And they're just like, what? And Lou Will's like, yeah, he's got that Lou Will DNA. And so Tony L's like, yeah, our boy needs a new nickname. Yeah, nah. Maybe the Bendigo Bandito. I don't know. The stripper pole. Lemon pepper. Because that's that Lou. He's got that Lou Will DNA, says Lou Will. We all know Lou Will. Love them lemon pepper chicken wangs. I don't mind lemon pepper for a Dyson Daniels nickname. We'll have to ask him about it next time he's on the show. All right, good one, Tony. Great get. All right, let's do an unpopular opinion of the day.
Now look at me, please. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, the foul game. How great is this? It is so much fun to watch people shoot free throws for 30 fucking minutes. Oh, but you see, Jim, it's actually the way the NBA wants it, so they have more ads. Yeah, well, duh. We get that. You know what also fucking sucks? Having your Western Conference playoff games that should be fucking thrilling turn into a fucking free throw contest that takes a half fucking hour to play 20 seconds of game time. No wonder fucking the NFL is shitting all over the NBA in ratings. Seriously. Just try explaining the end of today's game to like a random non-NBA fan. They'd think you're fucking crazy. Seriously, it's like, oh yeah, so if you're up, yeah, what you want to do is foul. It's like, but what? Yeah, because they can only have 2 free throws if you foul and you're already up 3, so they can't win from there. It's like, this just seems fucking stupid. Right? They'd be like, are you seriously off your fucking head? Are you off chops? And you think that's entertaining? Mate, we just spent 45 minutes watching the refs watch the tally and then blokes shooting free throws. It's fucked. NBA, there's a really fucking easy fix. Like, seriously. And my unpopular opinion is, look, this does only rear its ugly head. That's right, all the fucking time. People are like, oh, we don't need to fix it. If you don't want to foul up 3, then don't get down 3 at the end of games. You know what? We spend so much of fucking, like, changing rules and shit in the NBA to make the game more entertaining. And then people are like, oh, no, you can't change the foul rules. They're set in stone. We literally changed the foul rules 2 years ago. Like, what are we doing here? So, the very easy Outback Takehouse for today is... It's Tuesday at Outback. You know what that means? Oh, yeah, Choofer Tuesday. And the choof is today, a 2 for possums, 2 for 1. That's right. Sent the kids out in the backyard last night. Got 1 albino one. It's fucking beauty too. Cooked up a treat. 2 for 1 possum. Only at Outback. Just slow roasted. Falls off the fucking bone. She's a bit gamey, but the albino one is bloody tasty, and it's only at Outback. And today's Flame Girl take is, there's a really fucking easy way to fix the foul up 3 bullshit. Literally, if the foul is away from the ball in the last 2 minutes, it's 1 shot and the ball back. We're going full fucking FIBA, mate. Unsportsmanlike. I don't give a fuck. We should be implementing this the entire game anyway. If it's a foul off the ball, an intentional foul off the ball, unsportsmanlike, boom, you get 1 shot and the ball back. You can't tell me that teams instantly would be like, oh, fuck, hang on a second. So they can turn what could possibly be a 2-point possession into a 4-point possession. You know what goes right away, straight away? Fouling up 3. To be honest, and also fouling up 2. Like, you've got to fucking make some fucking shots. And that's what we're here for. We want to be entertained. You don't want to sit around and watch people shoot fucking free throws all day, right? If you can potentially score 4 points on 1 possession of the ball, no matter how much time is left on the fucking clock, look out, we might have just fixed some shit. And this is offense and defense. I want to see competition. That's what this is all about. Not a fucking free throw shooting contest. This goes down to like the fighting, the emotion, the bullshit tech fouls that we cop. Stop mothering this fucking shit and just have a crack. Like this fucking, let's slow the game down to an absolute fucking standstill is the exact opposite of what the NBA should be fucking doing. Oh, but Jim, it means they can sell more ads. No, those ads will have been sold on a basis where they're going to play anyway. Yes, those advertisers are getting more value, but they're not paying more like to be. They'll have the specific set run of ads at the end of games. They'll have the premium advertisers in those ones, right? They're not charging more suddenly. Oh, fuck. We're getting down to like the free throw shooting game. Call up State Farm and ask them if they want to buy some ads for the next 20 minutes. That's not how it fucking works. It's insane. Anyway, any foul away from the ball, unsportsmanlike, in the last 2 minutes, one shot and the ball back. Easy fucking fix. Hey, also, Outback Takehouse, how fucking good was Nick Wright's take the other day that anyone who does the finger twirl challenge signal on the court, that's the same as calling a timeout signal on the court, right? It automatically goes to a challenge. Guess what the players would stop doing fucking straight away? So if you haven't heard this one, this is an amazing take. Any player that does the finger twirl challenge on the court, it's the exact same thing as calling a timeout, doing the T signal on the court. So if you do the finger twirl, the refs automatically go, all right, you're challenging. Cool. Done. You know what will go away right away? That shit. Fucking bang. Love that. All right, how about a quick Australian player watch? All right. Yeah. Not much to cover here because Joe Ingles did not play coach's decision. Hey, why do you think the Minnesota Timberwolves are down 3-1 in the series, Jim? Gee, I don't know. Looks at Joe Ingles' game logs. Oh, yeah. They haven't played the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball. Jingling Joe Ingles. That's some bullshit. All right, what about Andrew Gay's Great Mamba Award for Outstanding Achievement in the Field of Excellence?
It's the first annual
Andrew Gay's Great Mamba.
Outstanding achievement. You know the rest of the song. Really quick one today because it's just Shai Gilgeous-Alexander once more. He became the 5th player in NBA history to have a 40-point, 10 assist, 9 rebound game in a conference finals game. That is absolutely insane and awesome. 40, 10, and 9. I didn't make too much about it before, but to be the 5th player ever to have 40, 10, and 9 in a conference finals game is fucking absurd. That's MVP shit. Ant-Man, where were you today? What are you doing? Anyway. All right, Patty Mills Game Day Ball, a Game Day Twitter check-in. This is still pretty easy because I think a lot of it's just the putting up of the photos of Patty Mills and his pregnant missus, which is very, very cool. Yeah. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? The little island girl on her way. There you go. SI Swimsuit exclusive. Power couple Baller Pat and Miss Alyssa Michelle are gearing up to embark on their most exciting adventure together to date. Parenthood. Yeah, sure. The LA Clippers point guard and swimwear designer are expecting their first child due in August. Oh, that's nice. Looking good. As I said yesterday, future Opal incoming. All right, let's do some game previews, or at least one game preview for tomorrow. Game preview. Thanks, Inadvertent Bane. Not a problem, Jim. How's it all going? Yeah, good. I think I'm slowly getting over this fucking annoying little, head cold. Don't sound so nasally today, do I? No more than usual? Yeah. Right, remember you can follow all of our daily picks, all the same gamers, all the game picks, etc. We keep nailing the game picks. We nailed the Wolves today, plus 3.5, plus 2.5. It was all right there. I think we had the plus 3.5 yesterday. Might have been plus 2.5 even yesterday, but we got there because it's still covered. Either way, you can follow them all over at Dabble. You can sign up using the link in our show description or the link in our bio. Use the code NBA Australia. Tell them Jim sent you, if that's your thing. Either way, same gamers, all of our best vibes are all in there. Go check it out. Anyway, game 4, Knicks Pacers. Who's excited for this one? I'm very excited. This game's going to be off its fucking head. The weird thing is, so the Knicks win game 3. This is the thing the Pacers do. Because so far in these playoffs, the Pacers are 6-0 in games 1 and 2 in playoff series this year. They are 0-3 in game 3s. They are also now 4-0 in games 4 and 5. So that's just what they do. They go, fuck it. We'll lose game 3. She'll be right. We'll win game 4 and 5. The Knicks are underdogs despite winning game 3 in Indy. As I said at the top, though, I'm going to take the Knicks. The Pacers might win this game. But anytime, and if Nesmith is not a go, and he's like such a big fucking thing that they can do to just ruin Jalen Brunson's life, right? All of the stuff that they do defensively just revolves around Nesmith being able to like barrier up Jalen Brunson, go, yeah, we're not going to let you get in the paint. Sorry. And also, we're going to cover you when you shoot a 3. It's going to be tough. Sorry. If Nesmith plays, I think the Pacers can win, but I think it'll be very, very close. If he doesn't, I think the Knicks win and force a, we're going to go at least 6. So I'm going to take the Knicks plus 2.5. Because the 2.5 at least gives us a little bit of Halliburton cover, right? Where he wins and just tears their fucking heart out with like a game-winning, buzzer-beating fucking 3 at home this time. So the Pacers are a very, 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 very good team. And I think they could very easily win this game 4. But Nesmith has just got me a little bit doubtful. If he's not fully healthy, as I said, anytime that Pacers team is missing one part, it just gets a little squirrely. So we're going to take the Knicks for tomorrow. We will probably have an update on Nesmith by tomorrow morning when we do the playoffs in a minute video. So keep an eye out for that. But either way, there you go. You can go follow all those picks. We'll have a bunch of same gamers in there as well tomorrow for the Pacers Knicks game. It should be a cracker. I cannot bloody wait. Can you? No. Nor can I. All right, so that'll do us for today, though, because got to get out of here. Let's do the damn thing. What a fun game that Wolves OKC game was. But I'm just still so disappointed in the Wolves. You can't waste that game. What are you doing? Anyway, we'll be back on deck tomorrow with all the good stuff to wrap up tomorrow's game 4 of Pacers Knicks, of course. And you can follow, the video, all the other shit we do on socials across, Facey, IG, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. Jump in the comments, jump in the DMs, send us through some emails. I'll read them out on the show. Get right around it. Get around NFL Straya as well, myself and Gaz. Chuck us a rating review in your Apple Podcast, your Spotify, YouTube, whatever app using the Android phone. It really does help out, so get around it. Big thanks go to From Oslo for the intro and outro song. Check out House Hats, Joshua De Laurentiis, Fascinated Gold Mines, Ramshack Alarmy, Iowa, Sexual Green, and Dozers. They're behind all the other tunes you hear throughout the show, so smash them on Apple Music, Spotify. If you listen to your bands, do so. NBA Australian Sports Australian Bands. Help support the show. Link in the bio there for shouting us a beer, shouting us a coffee. You can sign up to the exclusive membership club as well, the Dead Set Legends Club, where you will get an extra podcast. It'll be just a very special standalone podcast that only you get to listen to. So go check it out. The link is in our bio. You can also support the show by joining up with Dabble using the link in our show description or in the link in our bio again. So there you go. Get right around it. Righto, we'll catch you tomorrow, you dickheads. This is NBA Australia saying, look after yourselves, would ya? And later, Hosanna! G'day legends, your mate Jim from NBA Straya here. That's right, I'm doing a thing at the end of the show. In the business we call it a thing at the end of the show, I guess. I don't know. Either way, all I'm just saying is just make sure you're rating, reviewing, starring, subscribing across all of the apps that you use for NBA Straya. Jump in the comments, give us a shout. We'll bang you in yeah, nahs. Any other questions? I'll have a crack. I've got nothing better to do, basically. Also, just ask any questions, tell me what you want to hear from the show, and sing out and let us know. And of course, if you want to help support the show, jump on the old dabble, use that code NBA Straya, click on the link that's in the show description or on the socials. It goes up whenever I do the morning vibes, etc. So if that's your thing, jump on there, use that code NBA Straya, and remember, look after yourselves, would you?